Story, as the saying goes. Once upon a time, there was a mouse that lived with a farmer and his wife. One day, the mouse looked through a crack in the wall to see the farmer and his wife open a package. What food might this contain? The mouse wondered. It was a mousetrap. Retreating to the farmyard, the mouse proclaimed the warning. "There's a mousetrap in the house, there's a mousetrap in the house." The chicken clucked and scratched, raised her head and said, "Mr. Mouse, I can tell this is a grave concern to you, but it's of no consequence to me. I cannot be bothered by it." The mouse turned to the goat and told him, "There's a mousetrap in the house, there's a mousetrap in the house." The goat sympathized but said, "I'm so very sorry, Mr. Mouse. There's nothing I can do about it, but pray. Be assured you are in my prayers." The mouse turned to the cow and said, "There's a mousetrap in the house, there's a mousetrap in the house." The cow said, "Wow, Mr. Mouse, I am sorry for you, but it's none of my concern." So the mouse returned to the house, head down and dejected, to face the farmer's mousetrap alone. That night, a sound was heard throughout the house, like the sound of a mousetrap catching its prey. The farmer's wife rushed to see what was caught. In the darkness, she did not see it was a venomous snake who still the trap had caught. The snake bit the farmer's wife. The farmer rushed her to the hospital and she returned home with a fever. Everyone knows you treat a fever with fresh chicken soup, so the farmer took his machete to the farmyard for the soup's main ingredient. But his wife's sickness continued, so friends and neighbors came to sit with her around the clock. To feed them, the farmer butchered the goat. The farmer's wife did not get well. She died. So many people came for her funeral. The farmer had the cow slaughtered to provide enough meat for all of them. The mouse looked upon it all from his crack in the wall with great sadness. The morals of this story are many for all humans, but my focus today is on us, Nigerians. For too long we have looked the other way when things were going wrong with our country. It is not my problem, it's always our default position. We always have some reason why it doesn't concern us or why it's good for them. For decades we have had the same problems and same excuses. Why is Nigeria, a country with enormous resources, plagued with the absence of electricity in the year 2020? Some had generators, so it wasn't a do or die affair. Bandits killed 100 people in Zamfara state. Thank God it's far from Abuja. A bomb blast in Maiduguri. Oh, it's far from Lagos. The CBN governor's wife kidnapped. It's good for those rich people. Out of school kids are increasing in the northern part of Nigeria. Not my problem. Elections rigged. Not my problem. Fraudulent judgments. Good for them. They are all the same. A policeman kills the driver for 100 naira. Not my problem. A policeman is killed in the line of duty. Oh well, such is life. Students learning under harsh climatic conditions. Their problem. Armed herdsmen rape and kill farmers. Thank God I live in the city. Nigeria lacks good hospitals. London, here I come. Showore arrested. Did we beg him to speak for us? Nigerian politicians are corrupt. It is turn by turn. My turn is coming soon. The story of the mouse, farmer, chicken, goat and cow is a Nigerian story. Nobody cared, and now we find ourselves in this situation. The coronavirus has exposed our fault lines and merged all our problems. It is now everybody's problem. Every day we see videos of desperation, hunger, looting and brigandage. Today I saw the heartbreaking video of policemen and women being chased by a mob and a policewoman being groped by the angry mob. Her cries brought tears to my eyes. There are those who say it serves them right because some policemen kill and extort innocent Nigerians daily. But I want to assure you that there can never be any justification for attacking that policewoman or any other officer of the law. None whatsoever. The truth is that we're all victims of this country called Nigeria. We are all blameless, yet we're all to be blamed. The story of our nationhood could have been different if we all cared enough. But sadly, that has not been the case. We all hear the rumblings of anarchy now, and hearts faint. But the poor we are now desperate to feed have always been in our midst. We drive past them every day on our way to work. We buy their votes every 4 years. We arm them against our opponents. We leave them uneducated so that we can always manipulate their minds. We ignore their cries and grief, for we believe some NGO or the other is best suited to cater to them. And now we find ourselves in a deadly game of survival with them, called the Hunger Games. They are the reigning champions and we are amateurs. Let the games begin. Nah, they will beat us silly in this contest. So what to do? The task of nation building begins today. We have to nail the sins and mistakes of the past to the past and start afresh. It is a shared responsibility that should not ring hollow in our ears. No one is exempt from the personal responsibility to do better. Excuses and mediocrity can no longer be our anthem. This anarchy that hovers over us, like the proverbial sword of Damocles, can be averted if we all clothe ourselves with the garment of love. We must not give to the vulnerable in fear, but in love, for our fears encourage hatred, and love repels anarchy. We owe it to ourselves to come out from this better. Everyone, rich and poor, strong and feeble, old and young. It cannot be said of Nigeria that here lies the ruins of a country once called Nigeria, who imploded during the COVID-19 plague of 2020. It cannot be said here lies the graveyard of the world's greatest potential, died in 2020. We will not be known as the nation of most missed opportunities. The coronavirus will not turn tens of millions of Nigerians into beggars. They are a formidable army to be channeled onto the path of productivity and greatness. This is the time to build Nigeria from scratch. This is the opportunity this plague presents us. As we hunker down in our homes, we must not let fear and trepidation become our roommates. We must not let bitterness and strife cancel us. We mustn't allow hatred push us to the streets in war against our brothers. This peace and quiet affords us the opportunity to dream dreams. We must innovate and envision. We must metamorphose. Let it be said of Nigeria that she emerged from the plague of 2020 a colossus, leading the world in every sphere of human endeavor. We can do this. We must do this. It's our collective destiny. This journey to greatness begins today. Forget the next person. Forget the politician. Forget government, for your deliverance is already at hand. And look at yourself. Make that change, and let's get our country back on track. God bless you all.